Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hacienda Rivet. We're back in the Rivet's kitchen. Good to see you again. We're making something good again today. It's still freezing cold over here. We had another hard freeze last night, and it's forecast to be about 21 tonight. So winter's here, so we're going to make another soup. We're going to make my famous mushroom soup, mushroom chicken soup. And what we have here in the ingredients, fairly simple. We got two kinds of mushrooms. In the back we got the white buttons, and then we got some portobellos. The two jars in the back center are chicken broth that I pulled out of the freezer that's thawing out. And got a bottle of marsala here. You don't need anything fancy or expensive because you're going to be cooking with it. It's going to go in the soup, give it a good taste. I got 3 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, thawing out, a couple onions, and some parsley. So I'm just going to wash my hands and get the pots out here and prepped, and I will prep the vegetables and rejoin me here in a moment. Alright, here we go. I got all the vegetables prepped. Here I've got the 2 onions that are coarsely diced, and I found the last remaining shallot that I had from the Norwegian fish soup I made a couple days ago. So I decided to throw that in there too. And you can see my Norwegian fish soup on another post I put up. I got 2 containers of white button mushrooms. The large ones I quartered, the small ones I cut in half. This 1 container of portobellos, same thing. I washed and chopped up the parsley. We're not going to need the whole bunch, but I put it in here, and we'll take what we need. Now this bunch of white button mushrooms, we're going to saute. And these are going to add something special to the soup, and it's one of my tricks. I never wash mushrooms. They absorb an incredible amount of water, and you'll wash away the flavor. If you're squeamish about the dirt on there, just with a paper towel, just wipe them off and you'll be fine. I mean, after all, it is a fungus. Okay, what we have here over high heat is 1 tablespoon of butter and about 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And once it's hot and foaming like that, you want to add all the onions, and we're going to stir them over high heat just until they get soft. Alright, it's been maybe 10 minutes over medium heat. The onions are soft, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add about 12 ounces of chicken stock. It was a small jar. Then I'm going to add probably an equal amount of water, and then we're going to simmer this. What this is going to do is further cook the onions till they're very soft without having them brown. And then I'm going to take an immersion mixer, and we're going to grind up the onions. Okay, so I use the immersion blender, and I blended up everything nicely. As you can see, it's a nice thickish broth of the onions and the chicken broth and the water. So that's going to give a nice color and thickness to the soup, and we're going to just set it off to the side right now. Just about a tablespoon of oil coating the bottom, or you can use butter if you want. And we are going to brown these mushrooms just like that. But they're going to get a nice roasted outside coating, and they're going to hold their shape very nicely, and they will add a depth of flavor and a nice texture to the soup. Okay, you can see what a nice color they become. You see there? Nice and golden. We're going to, here we go. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to do this for about another minute or so, and then we're going to set them off to the side. And now for the chicken part. The main thing what we're going to do here is we want to sear them on the outside and brown them. So I put another tablespoon of olive oil in there, although you don't need to, it's a non-stick pan, and here we go. And here's the chicken when it's done. Looking nice and good. I'm going to turn this into the chopping board and dice it up. And then we're going to add it to the soup. We're almost there. 90% done. Alright, now I'm going to deglaze this pan with a little bit of sherry. Get all those nice brown, good crusty bits off. Boil away some of the alcohol. And what we're going to get left with is a nice, good sherry flavor, or marsala. What am I saying? Not sherry. Although you can use sherry for this, actually. But I like the taste of marsala with chicken a little bit better. Personal preference, that's all. Now, once we got this deglazed, we got all the nice bits floating around. We're going to do this. We're going to add it right there into the soup. And there you go. Okay? One of the key beauties. Alrighty. So there we go. We got all that done. Got the chicken, the chicken, cut up. So now we're just going to slide it in there real nice into the soup. Now this soup, the way I'm making it, is chunky. And that's because Mrs. Ribbit and I like our soup chunky. You, if you want to make it fancy, you can slice these pieces up much smaller. And here go the chunked up portobellos and the chunked up white buttons. You can slice them and make it all fancy in small little pieces, so your dainty dining companions don't have to use a fork to eat the soup. But you know what? We like it better this way. So there you have it. Now, we've added all the mushrooms in there. Is there a spatula in the house? Yes, there is. Now we're going to add the remainder of the chicken broth and about, again, the equal amount of water. This much water, and that's okay, there's a lot of water in here, but we're going to boil it away. And we have 1 tablespoon kosher salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Now those brown mushrooms that are out there sitting in a bowl, we're going to add those in a little bit. Right now we're going to bring this to a boil. We're going to mix it up well. Then we're going to reduce it to a simmer, and we're going to simmer it for about half an hour. The mushrooms are going to shrink. They're going to release their juices and flavor, and the chicken's going to cook, and everything's going to dance around real nice and happy and get to know each other and turn out to be a wonderful soup. Alright, the soup has been simmering for about 20-30 minutes. The chicken is all done. Things are smelling fantastic here. So what I'm going to do now is add the mushrooms that I browned and all the resultant juices, which are wonderful. Okay, and in the interim, now I'm going to stir them up, and I've corrected for flavor. I added another tablespoon of salt, and now the secret ingredient. Oh, by the way, at this point, the soup could simmer all day. You can leave it on low or number 2. Cover it and leave it on warm all day long, and you're going to have some serious soup. But let me show you my last bit of secret ingredient here, and we're good to go. There you go. Alphabets into the soup because we like them. And this is going to make a serious meal and a beautiful soup, which is actually a lot of fun to eat. Kids love it if you got the alphabets in it. And plus it reminds you of home time. So we're going to cook these in, and then we're going to show you what things look like. Alright, so here we go. Rivets mushroom chicken soup. It's good to go. Man, doesn't that look good. Oh boy, I love these brown mushrooms. That really sets it off, makes it look different. You got your chunks of chicken, your little alphabets. So I'm gonna hold the camera here. Don't have my tripod going. I'm gonna give it a try. God, I don't want to burn myself. I know I will. So I'm gonna hold off on the mushroom right now. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Gosh, that is so good. Oh, let me try one of these babies. This is my favorite part right here. Tasting. Mmm. Yeah, even the cat wants some. People, you know, you can use canned chicken broth. As long as you follow the rest of the recipe, you are good to go. This is such a good soup. It's about 45 degrees outside, cold. It is just what the doctor ordered. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me here at the Sienna, people. Good to see you again. And as always, you know you're always welcome. Hope you enjoyed my cooking. We'll see you shortly.